My name is Dr. Jennifer Smith. Have you ever wondered if your particular parenting style impacts, whether it be positive or negative, the way your child behaves to you, others, and the world? Your parenting style does indeed impact the way your child behaves, the way they feel about themselves, their confidence or lack of confidence, their emotional, psychological, and mental well-being, and the way they mature into adulthood. So basically, to say that you, the parent, are the most important person in your child's life is in fact true. Because you are the most important link to your child's overall well-being, along with their behavior and attitude, it is crucial that you know and you understand how your parenting style impacts the personality of your child. As we've discussed in previous videos, there are 3 different parenting styles: authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive. Also discussed in previous videos, there are 4 different child's personality groups: careful, mature, cute, and clever. In today's lesson, I'd like to help you understand your role as a parent by analyzing the 3 parenting styles with the 4 child's personality groups. So, let's get started with our analysis. For today's first lesson, we will analyze the authoritative parent with the 4 different child's personality groups: careful, mature, cute, and clever. Remember that the authoritative parent is characterized by high responsiveness and high demands. If you are an authoritative parent, you are responsive to the emotional needs of your child while having high standards. You set limits and are very consistent in enforcing boundaries. The authoritative parenting style will ensure that your child's behavior, emotions, psychological, and mental state, and attitude are at its best for the betterment of their future. Let's discuss the authoritative parenting style analysis with the 4 child's personality groups. The careful group. If your child is in the careful category, they will not question your authority. Your child will mostly follow your authority without much wanting or questioning due to their respect of your authority as a parent. Your child will not risk disappointing you because they will have a strong desire to please you as a parent, and will also have a strong desire to follow the cultures and behaviors of the family. For example, if your child is in this category, they will always do their best to model your behavior as a parent. That's why it's extremely important that you model appropriate behavior for your child. Because whatever you do, they will definitely model it, because their desire is to be just like you. The mature group. If your child is in the mature category, they will be extremely strong-willed. Although they will make attempts to question your authority as a parent, they will not overstep your direct authority. For example, you might have to remind your child twice instead of once to stop misbehaving. Your child might also try to negotiate with you if they are in the mature category. The mature child is great at strategizing and coming up with different ways to explain their point of view. As the parent, it will be your job to keep to your standards. Although your mature child will try to negotiate and strategize with you as the parent. They will hardly ever disobey you in your authority. But as the parent, you will need to be able to fully explain all reasoning to them, because they will ask you a lot of questions and they will continue to question any explanation that you give them. For example, your child may want to go to the movies to see a new cartoon movie, but it may not be at a time convenient in your schedule to take your child. Your child, being a mature child, will constantly give you reasons why you can and should change your schedule to fit the movie activity in at a time when you can take them to the movie, in spite of the fact that you've told them that you can't fit it into your schedule. As the authoritative parent, keep to your standard, and you be the one to set the date and time for the movie outing, in spite of the negotiation skills of your mature child. The cute group. If your child is in the cute category, they will ask you questions about everything. Their minds are curious and are constantly thinking. Also know that if your child is in the cute category, they will always seek your approval. It will hurt your child's feelings if you are ever upset with them. The cute child can be extremely sensitive, and they tend to also have the characteristics of crying and whining when they don't get their way. They will not refuse your authority as a parent. However, they will definitely cry their way and whine their way in an effort to make you feel guilty about not letting them have their way. Although they will follow your authority, it's tears all the way with the following directions and authority. They will not only cry because they can't have their way, they will cry because their feelings are hurt that they are not allowed to have their way. For example, the cute child will cry themselves to sleep when they don't get their way, or if you tell them that they can't go to the movies. As the authoritative parent, let them cry, so they will learn that they can't always get their way and they must follow your rules as the parent. The clever group. If your child is in the clever category, they will make all attempts to ignore your authority. With the clever child, they do not easily follow your authority, but they will also be clever enough not to disobey you, because they do realize that there are consequences for not following rules. As the parent, you will have to repeat yourself and the rules and the guidelines that you expect them to follow. However, just because you explain the rules regarding expected behavior to your child several times does not mean that they will always listen. The clever child is assertive and is a risk taker and will challenge your authority all the time as a parent. For example, also using the movie scenario, a clever child will go to the other parent when they receive a no from the first parent. At times, they can be manipulative and will take the risk of the other parent saying, "Yes, you can go to the movies today," although they know that the first parent has said no, not today. As authoritative parents, both the mother and father must be on the same guidelines with rules and expectations and not allow your child to manipulate between the two of you.